everyone, and just a little update here on the EuroFighter scratch build I got going on. Finally got my motor there last week, so I managed to get that installed and everything. 2212-6, it's 2200 kV. We'll just come up here to the front. For the COG, I had to put the battery pretty much flush with one of the openings there, the inlets. To recommended CLG for this bird is 12 centimeters from the wing break, which is right here. So pretty much 12 centimeters for me was this line where I put the two wing halves together. Say, used Elmer's foam board. It was about 4 millimeters time I took the paper off both sides. You can see here I just put a little hole, I open her up, some magnets, and I used just a little trick here. Use some little bit of steel wire, bend it and tape it in there, and it comes in and it's pretty, it holds pretty good. So we'll see how that works. Now I'll just get some stronger magnets. An AR6100 6 channel 30 amp ESC, sorry, and some XT60 connectors, and just some Velcro up there for the battery and whatnot. Batteries I'm using are some Turnigy 35C discharge, well 25 to 35C. It's 1300 milliamp. Did a few run-ups with a fully charged battery. Seems like it's a very nice and well built pack. Hooked them up to my charger there when I first got them right out of the pack, and they were pretty much, two of them were pretty good balance. There was one a little bit low, but I've cycled it once, and now they're pretty much on par. Same with these little Rhinos 610s. Awesome little battery. I had it in my slow 2.8 the other day. I was flying for about 10 minutes and on that Maiden flight, and about 10 minutes all in all, and I went to charge today and charged for 25 minutes I think it was, and put maybe 200 milliamps back into the battery. So didn't use very much in about 10 minutes flying. I did a nice bit of crashing as well, as you could see from the video, but that's another story. So Friday looks like it's the day that I finally get the Maiden, this plane. Put a nice bit of work into it. It's a great model, pretty easy to build actually. This is pretty much my first. I built the slow 2.8, super slow 2.8 there while I was waiting for my motor and stuff. That's a pretty cool little plane. Same thing, I used the Elmer's foam board, stripped the paper off and whatnot. A little bit flimsy. I did a few balsa strips to try to stiffen it up, so it's not too bad. I built that little super slow 2.8 out of the same foam while I was waiting for the motor and whatnot, and so I made that other day. Got a Super Cub over there. That's that's my first plane I ever bought. I've had that pretty much ever since the day not the day they came out, but pretty close on it. Airbrushed up a little sunburst pattern for that. Great little plane, awesome to start on. And I got an 80-inch Coroplast Super Cub that I'm going to build over the winter. I got an ASP 52 for that. Still got a little bit of work to do on that one. Well, that's a winter project. I started it, but I'm going to probably get through it this winter. So for the throws, I got, on low rates, I got 75% aileron and elevator, and 50% expo. I'm going to come down, I got it signed to my aileron dual rate switch, so I only got to flip one. And for high rates I got 100%, and again with 50% expo. So it's going to be it's basically your maiden flight is a test flight, especially on a scratch build. Stay tuned for a maiden video. Hopefully, I'm sure I'll get some volunteer to film it for me. And until then, see you later.